Oregon Trail. A game fondly remembered for its harsh gameplay and its brutal realism. Often played by children in school, it taught a generation what it took to build the foundation of the west coast of America. Forming your group, hunting for food, and of course, dying of dysentery. Now, how many of you like Oregon Trail? Good. And how many of you like zombies? Good. Now, how would you like to play Oregon Trail, but with zombies? Then do I have the game for you? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm working on a game that will blow your minds. I give you... What's that? There's already a game like that? Oregon Trail? Like, as in your guts and stuff? It's literally the same game, but with zombies. And pop culture references? Alright. How about instead of the West Coast, we make it Canada? Yeah, and throw in even more references. Oh, a great soundtrack, too. And instead of just making choices here or there, how about we actually have you get out of the car and walk around? Yeah, alright. Now, without any further ado, I give you Canadian Trails. What? That exists too? What the fuck? Why didn't no one bring this up earlier? What? That's it. I quit. I quit. Death Road to Canada is a spectacular game that you should be playing. Developed by Rocket Cat Games, DR2C is a roguelike zombie game that feels inspired by Oregon Trail. In Death Road to Canada, your goal is to make it to the Canadian border during a zombie apocalypse, all while making life or death decisions that could end up getting you or any one of your party members killed. Don't worry though, it's a lot more happy-go-lucky than it sounds. You start the game by choosing either a custom character or a random one. I of course made myself, and for the secondary character, I made a friend. I also made a few other characters, but we'll get to them later. Apparently I heard rumors that Canada was a safe place and that fire is very dangerous indoors. Who knew? We started off our journey by stopping at a Walmart in search of supplies. Let's see here. He gets a crowbar, and I get a mop. Fuck yeah! This part of the game is what breaks away from the Oregon Trail style. You get to wander around a small area in search of food, medical supplies, ammo, and if you're lucky, other characters. All while smashing zombos into bits. Sometimes things can blend into the environment, so keep your eyes peeled. Unsmashed vending machines and occupied store shelves will usually have something to offer. A good way to tell if something has stuff in it is to look out for that little sparkle, even if it's a toilet. Never be afraid of checking toilets for food. Here's one of those choices I mentioned earlier. Think I'll have Retzimzal here take watch tonight. Surprisingly accurate. Trader camps are a good way to stock up on and spend supplies, and usually have some interesting characters. Like this guy. He turns people into flies. Continuing down the road, my party ran into Joel from The Last of Us. Don't worry, he's not an actual character in the game. I created him. I'm his father. Oh yeah, sieges. These are random scenarios where you're forced to defend yourself against a usually large horde of Zambonis. There's no escape, so get ready to get covered in blood and pixels. After a siege, your party gets a choice between a couple of stat boosts. I usually go with morale boost because that shit drops faster than a dookie that's been held in for too long. After surviving the siege, my party ran into another friend of mine. He's a pretty cool guy. Though I don't know why he decided to go with an umbrella because... yeah. That's okay. We found a shitload of weapons anyways. Dad jeez, freaking bandits. Sometimes it's better to give them what they want and live to fight another day. Besides, we could use the exercise. And hey, it all worked out. Jillian found the exact same car. Apparently. After a while, we spot another group of bandits. Not wanting to risk my friend's health, I sent Joel out to distract. That was a mistake. I thought I could trust you, Joel! Joel! Whatever. I didn't need him anyways. Oh good, the car ran out of gas. Great. And we were attacked by ants while camping? What luck! Could this get any better? Ellie from The Last of Us. Oh no. I have a bad feeling about this. The fuck? Who died? Oh. Oh no. Well, better press on, I guess. A tree? I think we can lift one stinking tree. Oops. But hey, at least they found Big Boss. And they even managed to run into another friend of mine. How convenient. The group sets up camp next to some stank shit and want to leave, but they have no choice. I'm in control here. I force them to endure the smell zone, and they pass out. Well, at least they got some sleep. An alligator eats the car keys, and they get ambushed by some bandits. They stand their ground, but oh no! Jillian was killed! And also Dan from Game Grumps shows up. So the group presses on. They save a rando, meet a bipedal dog, and find a Prius. Unfortunately, the mother of all sieges hits just as they approach the Canadian border. They are forced into one final stand. But how could 3 mere humans stand against the might of an unending legion of the damned? Everyone died. It sucked. So that was pretty much my first run. And there's still a whole lot more you can do. Unlock and play different game modes, unlock new perks and backgrounds for custom characters, and a bunch of different scenarios to run into. I guess if I had to give it a negative, I'd say that while the soundtrack is kick-ass, it does get pretty repetitive after a while. It's a good thing I can just play my own music then. If you're looking for something similar to Oregon Trail, but with a little more punch, then Death Road to Canada is a definite must-have. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a dungeon to crawl.